2 10-pound bags of rice were chucked onto the stage.
An attack from Attila the Hun. We did not have that on our bingo cards today.
She's talking about Cogsworth. I know it.
Amazing Technicolor Shitshow.
Hello and welcome to Amazing Technicolor Shitshow, the podcast about fumbles and foibles from all levels of live theater. I'm Trev.
And I'm Elle.
I think it's nice and indicative of our podcast that I always do the intro different. I always say something a little different.
You say fumbles and foibles, but I think we established that it's fumbles and follies.
I like foibles, though. Foibles is cute, and that feels kind of theatrical.
But follies is also theatrical.
Follies is perfect.
So I just think it's kind of funny that nobody really knows what our tagline is, but officially it's fumbles and follies.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I am Trev.
And I'm Elle.
And today we've got a rumdinger of an episode for you. Happy Cats opening day.
Yes. Happy Broadway official premiere of the Jellicle Ball.
Very exciting. But this is old hat by the time this episode comes out.
Yes.
2 days ago.
Yes. But the day that we recorded, it was officially the premiere. And actually, it's probably going on as we speak because
so
we're
right.
recording in the evening.
Oh
it's
my
probably
gosh.
happening right now.
I bet they're talking about Rum Tum Tugger.
I bet Andre DeShields is captivating
yeah.
everyone with his fabulous outfits.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, yes, if you don't know, this new revival of Cats, it started off Broadway, now it transferred to On, is reimagining the Cats story in a ballroom genre.
Yes.
Which is so cool. To take a a work that is done to death and put it in a completely new setting.
Yeah.
And also to have that setting sort of inform the story a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
these are ballroom performers competing for who's the best ballroom performer and who gets to go to the Heaviside layer.
Yes.
That's great.
Of course, to be specific, this is not ballroom dance like Dancing with the
Yes.
Stars. This is underground ballroom.
Yeah.
The videos and stuff from it look amazing. The
Oh my
costumes look really cool.
So cool.
It's like a fashion show, like a drag show. Like it's just a very cool vibe.
Yes.
Break a leg to all those amazing performers on
Yes.
Broadway, currently debuting the Jellicle Ball.
Yeah.
Places.
Thank you, places. Trev, have you ever had the kind of dream where you discover a previously blocked off unused room or wing of the house?
Have you ever had a dream that you could do so much that you could do anything? Yes, I have
Yeah.
had this dream. You know,
Yeah.
I love this dream, and I have visions of like the corners of our house and like the secret passageways that do not exist in a real house that I have
Yes.
explored in Dreamland.
Yeah, exactly. I have had the dream quite often where I discover a new, off the basement, there's like a secret wine cellar that I didn't know was there.
Where'd all this
Or
wine
like a
come
whole
from?
wing of the house that I didn't know was there.
Yeah.
And I always wake up thinking how amazing it would be to discover an extra usable room in my house.
Totally.
Turns out this is sort of what happened in 1969 in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. But it wasn't just an extra room of a house that was discovered. It was a super well-preserved Roman theater.
Okay, we're doing some excavating.
Yeah, doing some archaeological digging.
Grrr, that's my backhoe. Grrr.
Wow, check out that backhoe.
What'd you call me? Yeah, that's sweet. Wait, so you said Roman?
Yeah.
That's old.
A Roman theater. Yeah. Okay. So obviously, of course, we talk a lot about Greek theater, but of course, ancient Romans were also passionate thespians building stone
What'd you call me?
building stone amphitheaters.
Yes.
And if you're thinking, okay, this is in Bulgaria, well, that's pretty far from Rome. Why is there a Roman ruin all the way over in Bulgaria. Well, I'll just drop a quick little history lesson on you. During the years of the Roman Empire, approximately 27 BCE until the year 476, Romans had control of an absolutely massive amount of land.
Yes.
The peak amount of area that they controlled maxed out around the year 117.
After it was built in one day.
Exactly. Famously, Rome.
Famously built in one day.
Built in one day.
In 117, yes.
So the Roman Empire spread as far north as Britain, as far west as Portugal, as far south as northern Africa, and well into Asia on the east.
Wow,
So,
yeah.
yeah. At one point, the Roman Empire controlled 1/5 of the world's population. So big empire, the Roman Empire.
That is crazy.
Famously big.
Everybody knows the Roman Empire was a big deal, but
Yeah.
that is a huge deal.
It's a big amount
Yeah.
of space. So anyway, that's why today you will find Roman ruins not just in Italy, but also England, France, Spain, Eastern Europe, etc. And among all of those ruins are tons of theaters.
Yeah.
So if you go to pretty much anywhere in Europe, you're going to find some theater ruins. You are just a stone's throw away from the ruins of a beautiful old theater.
Cute.
So, getting back to Plovdiv in Bulgaria, this
Plovdiv.
city is known, I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'm doing my best. I'm not Bulgarian. Maybe I am Bulgarian. I
You
don't
probably
know.
are a little bit Bulgarian.
Might be a little bit Bulgarian. It's near the Balkans, which way
Yes.
back my ancestors are from there, but a very long time ago. But anyway, this city is known as the Eternal City of Bulgaria because it's actually one of the oldest cities in Europe, with civilizations having lived there for over 6,000 years.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Ancient city. There are lots of ruins in Plovdiv. In fact, they basically have a whole campus full of Roman ruins called Philippopolis, which is a great name for
Like Philip?
Yeah.
Like Philip Town?
Philippopolis. Great.
Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. Great name for like a nice little, town full of structures.
Aw.
And this theater is part of that. So I think they had already been aware that there were more ruins yet to be unearthed that they hadn't yet, dug up and rediscovered. But essentially what happened is that there was a construction project going on in a certain spot underground in a tunnel, and there had been a freak earthquake and landslide which prompted a change to the construction plans. Ultimately, archaeologists rediscovered the ruins of a stunning Roman theater and worked on excavating it between the years 1969 and 1972.
Wait, so they only discovered it because there was an earthquake?
Yeah, there
and
was some
big
weird.
landslide?
Yes, there was some weird stuff going on. They were doing excavating in that area already, but thanks to like the landslide and some changes, they ended up kind of moving things around a little bit, and ultimately it ended with them discovering this theater.
Wow.
Would
Imagine.
would they have discovered it eventually? Probably.
Yeah,
because they
sure.
knew there's a lot more ruins, to discover. But
Yeah.
kind of
Imagine-
happenstance.
but it's just like the fact that like a natural disaster shifted some bureaucratic plans, a meeting was held, and then all of a sudden we've discovered a Roman
A
ruin.
Roman theater, yeah.
To live in a place that had, that level of history under the ground.
Right,
Crazy.
absolutely crazy. So this theater would have seated about 6,000 people. It's massive and extremely beautiful, featuring columns and statues. So definitely everybody at home, do yourself a favor and look up Plovdiv Roman Theater, Plovdiv, Roman Theater. It's very, very lovely.
Cool.
So based on a recently found inscription, archaeologists determined that it was built around the year 90.
Nice.
And still, very much of it is standing. Like, surprisingly, a lot of it
Wait,
is
so like there
still
are like
standing.
buildings
Yeah.
and tunnels under the stage? Like
Yeah.
what kind of features does this theater have?
It's absolutely beautiful. It has like a big kind of stone. It's like a stone building with pillars and arches and statues.
Wow.
And then there's a big stage area in the middle. And then around it, there's a giant rounded seating, all in like a big kind
Yeah.
of Colosseum style
Yeah,
seating,
cool.
that stacks upright, bleacher kind of style, right?
the world's first bleachers.
Yeah. So it's beautiful. There's really surprisingly a lot of it still there. A lot of the big like wall building part of it with columns and statues It's very, very lovely.
That's so cool.
And the fact that so much of it is still in existence is really amazing. But they built them really good back then.
Yeah.
You know,
oh
they
my
just
gosh.
they just don't build them now like they did back then.
Back when Philippopolis fame was chiseling a stone.
Chiseling a marble slab.
You know, next time you're chiseling a marble slab feeling like your work isn't going to amount to anything, just remember Philip of Philippopolis, whose work was there for 2,000 years. Crazy.
Yeah.
And then just got discovered one day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
So, I bet you're currently wondering, why did this theater get all wrecked up and buried?
Did something happen?
Something.
Were they trying to keep something a secret?
Something very interesting happened.
Okay.
It was not that there was a secret, unfortunately.
The
that
theater
would be
didn't
great.
murder someone. Yeah.
That would be great. And you know I love a little mystery and intrigue. Really love that. But no. But what did happen is actually pretty interesting. So evidence suggests there may have been initially some damage due to a fire or an earthquake in the early 400s, but not enough to ruin the theater. So you know how in this podcast we love name dropping celebs?
Yes, we do.
Famously. I bet you weren't expecting to hear about this fella. An invasion from Attila the Hun in the 400s ultimately led to this theater's downfall and this theater being ruined.
Whoa! What a dingus!
What drama!
What a meanie!
What drama! Attila the Hun comes to town, destroys the theater.
What a bully!
We've had a whole lot of reasons why shows were canceled. We've seen plagues. We've seen, the
Right.
law deciding that the theater is too lascivious.
Yes.
But like full on attack from Attila the Hun, we did not have that on our
Hun
bingo cards today.
invasion.
Yeah.
A Hun invasion canceled the show.
Yep,
It could not go on.
Exactly. We did not have that on our bingo cards for reasons why the show got closed.
You never know when the Huns are going to show up.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so cool. I mean, probably not cool for the thespians at the time, but
Right.
I guess Attila the Hun didn't have a big thespian population in his armies.
Yeah, maybe they weren't big fans of the theater. They showed up and they were like, absolutely not. Knock
This
it
stuff's
down.
lame. Suck it, theater kids. We're wrecking your shit.
So, what is happening at that ancient theater today? Well, today you can tour the theater, of course. You can walk around the beautiful ruins of it. But also, there's a wide variety of plays and performances that happen there.
Oh.
Yes, it is once again a functional theater. And I think that that is absolutely magical.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yeah.
That I mean, of course, you find a theater and it's in relatively working order. You're gonna do shows at it.
And of course, it's not enclosed,
Yeah.
it's an outdoor amphitheater situation, but there's no reason why you can't do like a small scale, production of something with minimal set.
Sure.
And, they have a stage there. They have like a wooden
yeah.
stage for you now to use.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
so cool. When Philip swung his chisel all those years ago, he could never have imagined that they'd be doing cats on his stage. the super ultra modern ballroom cats.
Yeah, that
Right
one really
there.
threw him for a loop.
Right there on Phillipston's stage in Philliptown.
So, how earlier I mentioned there's actually a lot of Roman theater ruins around in various countries?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out actually a lot of them are still being used as functional stages.
Cool.
So actually, if you just hit up the old Google machine, type in ancient Roman theater, see a play, like you actually can at several of them.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
I love it.
Isn't that amazing? And so this just like added a new goal for me onto my theater list is I want to see a production in an ancient Roman theater.
Yeah.
And maybe someday I would love to be in a production in an ancient
Oh my
Roman theater.
gosh.
Wouldn't that just be the coolest thing
Yeah.
that you could even think of?
Especially to do like a classic.
Yeah.
And be as close to that 2,000 years ago culture as
As
possible.
you possibly could. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. On an ancient stage. Like just to feel that legacy of the fact that like people have been performing the same way that we perform for thousands of years.
Yeah.
You know, that's just such a magical and awe-inspiring legacy of the theater.
But one drawback, got to watch out for the Huns.
It's true. You don't want the Huns to shut down your performance.
Never know. So, instead of a story for you today, I've got a real-life, real-time, current event in the theater world. Something that's going wrong, a folly and a foible, and a fumble.
In the theater world.
In the theater world.
Okay.
Currently. So
current events. Current events segment. We're being little newscasters here today,
that's true.
you could say.
We went from 2,000 years ago to right the hell now.
Current event. Okay, sounds good.
So this is to do with the Rocky Horror Show production that's in previews right now on Broadway at Studio 52.
Okay.
Some background about Rocky Horror. The Rocky Horror Show was, as not many people know, a stage musical originally.
Yeah.
The movie adaptation came out in 1975, 2 years later. And American moviegoers originally were pretty like lukewarm about it. It was a flop at the box office. But then the movie started getting shown at these midnight showings that were really popular in the 70s. And people would show up and they would riff at the show and they'd like make jokes and they'd throw things and they'd be rowdy. And this was, so Rocky Horror was one of the movies that were most commonly shown at these midnight showings. And Rocky Horror started to get its own kind of like fan base around it.
Yeah.
So the Rocky Horror Picture Show movie very quickly became home to some unique traditions, including this shadow cast where moviegoers would come up to the front and like act out the show
in front of the stage
in front of the screen, and a bunch of jokes that became kind of canon to the movie. Like one of the good examples is Janet in the movie says, "I don't like a man with too many muscles," and then like at one point, one guy in the movie said, "Just one big one." And everybody laughed. And then from there, somebody else did the same line at the same time in a different setting, in a different showing. And it eventually became sort of part of a script that people learn through experience and perform along with the show at these showings of the movie.
Yes.
So that brings us to today as a production of the Rocky Horror Show musical, the original show, which has been in previews on Broadway, set to open on April 23rd. It's directed by Sam Pinkleton, who did Oh, Mary, won a Tony for it, and all sorts of stars in the cast. Luke Evans, Stephanie Hsu. This is a big production.
Yeah.
But apparently there have been some issues between the preview audiences and the way that the show has been staged. Because after the first week, the team decided that the audience participation was kind of getting out of hand.
Oh, no.
People were bringing their Rocky Horror Picture Show movie selves to the theater.
Yeah. Okay.
And some audience members have been kind of dismayed at like new signage that's getting put up saying like, hey, please don't be disruptive, but they're not really giving a lot of guidance as to what is and what isn't disruptive.
Okay. Yeah, I guess what I'm wondering is, do they want audience participation or do they not want any audience participation?
And they're kind of not...
They're not saying
They're not saying, one way or the other. They seem to be encouraging call-outs, but also encouraging using discretion as to what kind of call-outs you choose to engage with. Yeah.
So, like, they want maybe the specific, like, confirmed official kind of call-outs that they're expecting.
But there's not a list.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not, like, an official list.
Yeah.
And also, some audience members have been getting really upset because they're coming to the show hoping to see a Broadway show and people around them keep talking.
Yeah.
Apparently, so this came from a user on Reddit who said that one audience member yelled at another audience member, "Will you shut the fuck up already?"
Oh my.
During the show because they were like they were engaging with
fully,
the material.
Yeah, they were like fully bringing their like movie viewing attitude and they weren't bringing their like other people around here want to watch this show attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
This is dicey.
Yeah, last week a notice appeared on the official show website reminding audiences of the fact that callouts are part of the culture of the film, but not the original musical.
Oh.
Quote, "We are returning to the roots of the stage show while
Okay.
embracing the culture of Rocky Horror.
Okay.
The callouts that many people know are part of the culture, but we also want to balance the experience for the audience members who want to hear the musical and give respect to the live human actors who are on stage performing."
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, totally. And if you're paying the amount of money that you have to pay to go see a Broadway show, you want to see the Broadway performer do that
True.
job, and you don't want to hear the guy next to you.
That's an
Do that
interesting
job.
point.
I can kind of see where they're coming from.
Yeah. A counterpoint to that is that what a lot of people have been saying about this is that Rocky Horror is a movie that has been adopted by a counterculture.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very queer group. It's a very, counterculture is the right word. It's like a cult following for this musical, this
Yeah.
movie musical. And it's very much not a highbrow, high-class group.
That's true. Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying like, okay, this show where the least expensive ticket is over $100
Yeah.
in itself is like against the spirit of Rocky Horror. Why are
Okay,
they
yeah.
even doing it if they're going to be snobs about it?
Okay, fair.
So
And to be fair, the musical is kind of trash.
Sure.
Like
absolutely.
and not saying it's not that I don't like enjoy it and
Yeah.
appreciate it
It's
and
campy.
enjoy the space. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like camp, it's not high quality.
right.
It's campy, and that's like what people like about it.
hmm
So I guess that's doesn't necessarily mesh with what you would expect when you go see a Broadway show and you want it to be high quality and like good material.
Sure,
You know what
sure.
I mean?
So there's a balance to be struck here.
Yeah.
Because on the other hand, so director Sam Pinkleton says he doesn't want to punish audiences, but he wants them to keep in mind that there are 1,000 other people in the room with
Yeah.
them. Reportedly, when the musical was revived on Broadway in 2000, callouts were encouraged, and a lot of people loved that.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple things happened. So there's this classic call out that moviegoers will like throw rice around
Yeah.
after the wedding scene.
Mm-hmm.
At one of the performances of that 2000 revival, 2 10-pound bags of rice were chucked onto the stage
my.
at that moment.
Oh no.
At another
That could
one
be
of
an
those,
unsafe situation.
yes. At another showing, an audience member pulled out a super soaker at a time when, in the movie theater, you would, pull out a little squirt gun, but
Oh,
somebody brought out a super
no.
soaker and pointed it directly at the performers, getting them all wet.
No.
And one of the actresses had like her wig stuck to her face for the rest of the scene.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So you could say that this revival is protecting its performers better than that original
Yeah.
2000 revival did.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
A
Mhm.
lot of sides to this issue.
There's a lot of sides to it. Ooh, this is sticky.
Yeah. So it's unclear, like, is this the right show for Broadway, or should it stay in smaller, more intimate environments?
Yeah.
What is the way to do this show both respectfully and, to your utmost quality?
Yeah.
Or do you sort of have to choose one? Do you have to be like only stuffy highbrow, or
Yeah.
let's get down and dirty with it?
Yeah. Or is there a way to, tell your audience what is and isn't allowed?
Yes.
Maybe call
Some more specific
yeah.
guidance would be welcome.
Maybe call outs are fine. But maybe we're not throwing things.
Right.
Maybe we're not. Maybe there's a list they could make of
Yeah.
like what is
Do's,
and isn't
don'ts.
gonna fly for this particular production.
Yeah, like
You
a
know.
like a big bouncy slide that says like no jewelry, no
Yes.
pregnant ladies.
No
You have like a bunch of
Shoes.
icons.
Yes.
And it's like somebody standing up and yelling, and there's a little cross out on top of that.
Yeah, but like someone sitting in their seat, like respectfully yelling, like that's fine.
Well, let it be known that when you're listening to Amazing Technicolor Shitshow, you can participate in whatever way you choose.
Except if you're with Attila the Hun's army and you're
Oh my
planning on
gosh.
invading, in which case you could maybe pass on that.
It's so true. I just got a little like real life scared.
We say no Huns. It's a
No
little
Huns.
picture of Attila with a little red diagram
No,
on it. No,
not allowed.
No, thank you.
You must be under this tall to ride. I assume that Attila the Hun was tall. Is that a thing?
I don't know. He lived in the 400s, so I think people in general were a little shorter back then.
What a short
Actually,
King Attila the Hun.
yeah.
5 minutes.
Thank you, Five.
All right, Trev, time for our Thank You 5 game here
boy.
on Amazing Technicolor Shitshow. We love Whose Line Is It Anyway?
We do.
So we're going to play a little game made famous by the show called Press Conference. All right? So we're going to put a little theater-related spin on the Whose Line game press conference. Trev, you are going to be giving a press conference, but you will not know who you are or what the press conference is about. I will be asking you questions as a member of the press, and I will give you hints to figure out who you are. I am going to clue our audience in, however, ahead of time. So I'm going to need you to either cover your ears and eyes, exit the room briefly. I need you to not hear what I whisper to the listeners.
Awesome.
Okay? Trev is Harold Hill, the music man, and he has swallowed a piccolo.
Are you done?
Yes, now
Cool.
I'm done. I'm not sure if they could hear me over that, quite frankly. Hello, thank you so much for taking some time today out of your very busy day to speak with us. Is this particular stunt in any way involved with your efforts to help the children of the town?
Oh, well, let me be clear. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. I am deeply saddened by anybody who feels offended at what has occurred. But my official stance on the matter is that it probably wasn't me, and if it was, I had nothing to do with it.
All right. Would you say that you've landed yourself in some amount of trouble?
The legal ramifications for a stunt of this nature are unclear at best. And I would tell you with a capital T for tell that it's not my place to say whether or not on the legal matter of things.
I see.
Yes.
So let's get down to brass tacks here. Are you worried about any repercussions that this might have on your gut health?
Well, let's see. I've eaten. I've got some Tums. I think I'll be pretty safe from that. It's been a long time since the incident,
Okay.
and so I'm thinking that I'm on the up and up, as they say. So I appreciate your concern, but I think I'll be all right.
Now, I understand you have a lot on your plate at the moment, and we are specifically dealing with some high winds out here in the field, but we all want to know, did it hurt?
When I fell from heaven? Oh, just a little joke. Please, if you have concerns about my well-being, be my guest. I believe that if you are concerned about me, then that shows, a great amount of humanity on your part, and I would love to be human like that. So thank you very much.
Are you at all concerned about the big Soli section in Stars and Stripes Forever?
Well, I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle with that piccolo. Let me tell you. But the Stars and Stripes Forever is a classic number. I got no problem about that.
Mm-hmm. So how was this even possible physically? And more importantly, will it pass?
Well, it may pass, but with some pain. We're all crossing our fingers that this is going to work out well. But I tell you, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways that this could go wrong. And, I think I'm coming to grips with what happened and what this means for me.
Trev,
Yes.
do you have any idea who you are and what the situation is.
I'm sure that this has a lot to do with my upcoming boy band engagement, as me, Harold Hill, will be directing, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to be better by that time. Although I do not know the specifics on how fast a body recovers from passing tacks that have been eaten, or possibly a clock. Well, let me think.
That Stars and Stripes.
Let me think here.
That solely might not work out, given
I've eaten the whole band.
you haven't eaten the whole band.
Oh, okay.
Just
well, good, because 76 trombones would probably not go down as easy as just one piccolo.
Yes,
the
there you
piccolo
go.
too.
Yes. You're Professor Harold Hill, and you have eten the piccolo.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I don't know why, but when you said brass tacks, I was like, she's talking about Cogsworth. I know it. So that's why I was talking about Be My Guest and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
That's hilarious.
Funny. No, yeah, just brass.
Just
you
yes.
know,
Oh,
brass.
there you go. Cute. Aw. I love it. Thank you.
Oh, that was cute.
Well, thank you so much. This has been Amazing Technicolor Shit Show. Thank you so much for listening. Go ahead and send us your stories. We want all sorts of stories, good ones, bad ones, anything at all that happened to you that makes you think, what a classic theatrical mishap.
Yeah.
We would love to share it on the podcast. We'll send you a little sticker, a little Amazing Technicolor Shit Show sticker that we have for you. So go ahead and send those in at our forum at amazingtechnicolorshow.com, or just email them to us at amazingtechnicolorshow@gmail.com. If you like the show, go ahead and tell all your friends about us and give us good reviews and ratings, and tell all your friends about us, which is something I already said. But if you don't like the show, tell your enemies, and they might have to do the unpleasant task of passing a piccolo.
Without any Tums or
no
Pepto.
Tums. no Tums.
Unassisted.
Unassisted piccolo passing. Like a relay race.
Yeah.
Piano accompaniment was provided by Paul Thelen, and the stage manager is Daniel Schneider. Thank you again so much for listening. We wish you all the very, very, very best, and whatever it is you're up to, be it on stage, off stage, or in your life,
Break a leg.
Amazing Technicolor Shit Show.